So it's going to be quite a technical play. We'll have a look as it develops.
CT's already pushing brown holes with C's below the ladder, so even if he funnels them down, he's in position to strike when they do. First shot goes to Electronic, though. That will stop all of the push. Very slow. If Na'Vi brings tactics, this could be one of the slowest games. I think FlipSid is the slowest team right now, hands down.
Sure. Well, so far, the patience is paying off for them. Waiting above the pop dog. Two Na'Vi players offer themselves up and get their heads blown off by Electronic. Guardian under 15 HP as well. Surely. FlipSid think of this pistol now. CT's rotating towards inner. That's the correct call, considering the bomb's position right now. But Simple still could cause some damage here. Maybe not anymore.
Simple only gets one. Electronic pulls it back for what now becomes, I believe, his third in the round before going down to Seized. Was indeed. Guardian 15, last alive for Na'Vi. Blade takes out Seized before he could do any further damage. Good luck, Guardian. P2000, he's one of the players that still elects to use it. He's going to climb up silently and see if he can get closer. No kit spotted. Good headshot. 1 versus 2. He's got very little time to work with, though, without the kit. Molotov's going to land on top of the bomb. That is the end of the round. But if he can get kills, he can get to his AWP sooner, so that's what he'll try and do instead. Flash actually hits him, so they'll know he's close. Get ready for him around the corner. And it's Markelov that picks up the kill.
Nice work by FlipSid, as you said. One of the most patient and disciplined teams. Slowest, potentially, in CSGO. Holding up in the default, and Na'Vi just giving away 2 frags. Went for the inside push. I think they had 3 players towards inner at the very start. Flamey taken down to begin, and then Edward joining him in the grave nice and early. That will be the first 2 frags for Electronic, and ultimately the round in favour of FlipSid. It's going to be 1-0 now. Round number 2, no force buy from Na'Vi at all. Just upgraded pistols. We're seeing this more and more. I think I've been saying it for the last year and a half. This should be the way the game should be played, and now it seems to be finally coming into effect. Just Eagles, 5-7 to the CZ. Look what FlipSid will bring to the table. Presumably something very slow and methodical. No rushes from them. Getting control of the inside area. Only C's there waiting for them. He's got the CZ and actually committing down the lower round. Faster than I expected. And C's will take that first frag, though. Quick refrag there coming in from Electronic. That's what you want to see. The buddy system utilised. The bomb should be planted now.
And it will be. Guardian. Let's get back in. Does get a shot from Simple onto Markelov. Guardian's tagged in the process, and they'll back off with the weapons to hold the high ground despite being down a man. Leave World Edit to do the cleanup with the AK-47. That means Blade on the ramp has the other SMG that was brought into the round. He'll have to be quick with it. Pistols are finding frags. World Edit down to Edward. SMG's got to go aggressive. The range won't necessarily be there, but Blade, he still finds 2 with the help of Electronic on the second on Flamey. So Guardian backs away, and the round will go the way of FlipSid. Costly round at that, however. Might be more costly. Try to get the AK. He's going to get down with the bomb blade, surely. Might just get away. Just barely does on time.
He does indeed. Wow. There we go. Na'Vi looking like a promising round for them, managing to get 3 kills there. Very dicey situation for FlipSid after committing towards the inside ramp. Sees finds the first frag of the TZ and then a few more from his teammates as they rotate in, but wasn't meant to be. Blade doing a good job from the upper ramp, and then Molotov secures the round victory for FlipSid there. We go to round 3, another eco for Na'Vi. So not really pistol still, but Mac-10s. 2 of those for FlipSid, and Waylander with the P250. A couple of AKs to work with as well. Another default. But faster round than I've used to seeing from FlipSid in the previous. You can see how I got a little bit scary for them, but still managed to survive. Looking for the 3-0 now. Should quite comfortably pick it up.
Smoke to the left. Push to the right. Straight into the A site. 4 players near the bomb train. Or near enough. Safe side of it. CT side. Edward's the only one to peek over top. Flamey goes a little further out by the E-box. Waylander for company. Guardian already tagged. Making a bit of an error, though. They're not quick to capitalize on territory, and they get caught in the middle. Edward gets only 1 kill, however. And then it all follows into place for FlipSid. You're right, they will go 3-0, and we get the guns out for Na'Vi.
2 Mac-10s up. Presumably they get thrown away. There is a chance they could keep on to it, but the fact that Na'Vi didn't force buy in that second round, since I would suggest you'd probably just get rid of them, and indeed one of them goes. World Edit, he drops an AK and actually upgrades to an AWP himself. So there it is. The Mac-10s have been thrown away. Electronic presumably got something on the floor to work of their Glock in hand at the moment. I think I can see a little rifle there as we zoom out. There it is. So a nice full buy. They are upgrading across the board. That's the right call to make. There are 2 players on Na'Vi right head armor, of course, Flamey and Guardian, but I think this is the right call for FlipSid to spend the extra money and a faster round coming in, Matt. We're not used to seeing this for FlipSid. Electronic's right out there towards Olaf, and Simple will be waiting on the other side of that smoke. So trying to make something happen here. The young star for the team, Electronic, trying to open things up.
Good position to be in with World Edit watching down toward Hell. World Edit as well. Similar boost to Oscar, but aim not there. Didn't watch the ladder with it when he should have been. Opportunity missed. Information gathered for perhaps Electronic to take advantage of.
Yeah, he's just lying in wait right now. Decent position. Open for a mistake to be made. His teammates now exploring towards Ivy, of course. Well done it there with the AWP. It'll be interesting to see if he can step up. But that's a decent smoke deployed by the CT side. Simple throws that. Buys some time towards that particular area. Guardian now. AWP, of course. Rotating around, trying to find his first pick and making a lot of noise with the scope. But Electronic could outplay him here with the timings. They still don't know that he's waiting in that position now. Been there for so long.
It's been there forever. This is it. I mean, you said, oh, change of pace.
Yeah.
FlipSid, gonna get fast. Well, not really.
Well, now he's in great position to do go in her. He can go for the backstab here, right? That'd be quite nice. Here for rotations, cool. Family actually take the bait here. Bomb's not going towards inner. This is not a full commitment. You can see Electronic sneaking past. Just they show presence towards outside. This is really good from Electronic. I'm loving this.
Edward, good shot on Blade. Electronic finally takes position. He gets Edward down, but he's the only one to get a kill thus far for FlipSid. And with 3 seconds, that's how it should end. World Edit needs to be very careful not to go down. And there is a player above him, 15 HP. If they drop at the ladder, he's ready, but he'll have to hit the shot. And they spray in, thankfully don't pursue. He will keep the AWP carried over.
Yeah, and true FlipSid fashion, they do indeed time the round out with 2 players surviving as well. A little bit too complicated, I think. Sure, Electronics in a great position for so long, but didn't find anything with it. I feel like they were double faking there and trying to show presence towards inside, back towards outer, then see to change their mind once again. Electronic gets 1 kill, but it's already too late. Edward had already started causing damage, and Guardian rotates in, and his position was thwarted at that point. We're going to round number 5 now. Now they pick up their first gun round, and can keep 4 players alive as well. Good money available for the T side, all powerful World Edit once again, of course, and he'll be going towards the Ivy position. Another default round. Expect lots of these. Slow-paced Counter-Strike where they try and open things up, get players in decent positions, and then execute around them. First shot missed there by Guardian, this time at Ivy himself. Backed up by Simple. He's on the other side of the M4A4. Using the smoke once again. Just to buy himself some more time. Fire off some speculative shots there. Looking for anyone jumping across or boosting up behind the server. Can't see Waylander with inside control. At least the Brown Halls right now. Gives them options at least. So this is decent. They still have 3, making 4 smokes remaining. Markelov alone towards Ivy. So this is similar to what we saw from FaZe earlier. Carrigan was in this position, now it's Markelov trying to show presence, keep the CTs on this side of the map. His teammates ready to go towards inner. Markelov might go for the backstab formation when he waits for his teammates to fully commit, then he tries to stop the rotations or show presence himself. Looks like it's the former as he starts to fall back. Smoke starting to be deployed now towards inner. Flashbang over momentarily. It's a good smoke, they might just push through it.
Shot Flamey pushing through it.
Perfect.
Yeah, not exactly what they should have done. Flamey was more than ready to take them down. Blade rotates back immediately. They'll look elsewhere with a flash down pop dog. No one at the bottom of it, so he gets in, but then decides otherwise. 23 seconds. We'll give you the whole round, but FlipSid, they only want the last 10. Time and time again. Markelov getting seized. Flamey in position. No round here either. Or is there 5 seconds? Has to play it. He stays for the fight. Markelov, he's too late. He's too late. This has to stop. I'm sorry, FlipSid, but you've got to start speeding it up because it's almost getting to the point of, I mean, boredom at this point. Like, they're just sitting back and waiting and waiting and waiting. And we saw this in the qualifier as well. There was 4 or 5 rounds in particular that they didn't get plants down.
Yeah, 2 in a row. Big rounds as well, gun rounds. I'm just looking at the scoreboard right now. Look at like both little stopwatches there. They timed out. It's difficult to keep saying that. But yes, they're a slow-paced team, but to be fair, they got a bit unlucky here. I don't think this was the right call, pushing through that smoke. It was such a purpley thrown smoke as well, and the fact Flamey nails that first shot, isolates a second with the aforementioned smoke. The teammates can't come through. Might have wanted to buy their time a little bit more there, but they do save the AWP, of course. So going to round number 6, 3 plays 2 in favour of FlipSid, but Na'Vi with 2 rounds in a row. Bomb still down to T-spawn. This will be another very slow play map. It's going to be just them trying to open things up. It's Markelov with the AWP, so 1.6 fans, your hands in the air. Guardian takes down Blade to open things up. Default pistol. This is a round where Na'Vi will surely win, but Markelov could cause a dent. You never know. As he goes towards Ivy, trying to find the next opening here. I don't think much will come of it, but we'll give it a good shot. Now that the Na'Vi have ascertained that it is going to be indeed an eco. Just holding up. Crossfire established. You know they don't normally have the grenades to challenge you. Smoke towards the left-hand side of Ivy. That'll be thrown by Markelov. Now his teammates do potentially run towards the bomb site. Boosted up behind the server now.
Boosted indeed, but a deeper smoke than directly in front of it means he won't be able to spot all the way over it toward where Simple's playing, and even if he did, second smoke down means Simple has cover. Flashman from the CT, Simple won't peek on it, Flamey. He's got to have the accuracy. Second one's a little better. Edward and Simple stepping up as Simple to kill out, but Markelov on an AWP.
Yeah.
Paul said to be careful what you say because maybe he's misused, as I think Yanko put it. Down to 10 HP. 3 quick kills, though, gives him a slight chance. 20 seconds to work with. Oh, my... Oh! What? How did that not land?
You can see him saying it. It was like, why is that not a kill?
He glitched in. I don't know what happened because it froze the model as well. Edward tagged up and round gone. That's a frustration. Surely we've got to get a replay because that looked like dead on.
Yeah, to me it did. That could have been the opening as well. You could see he had awareness as to where the 5th player could be. There it is. Na'Vi do tie things up at 3-3. 3 rounds in a row after losing the pistol. Markelov fancied his chances, I think, as he was in the, I think, 5 versus 1 situation. Gets 3 kills. Can't find the 4th. Legs that 5th player. And he has that 4th shot. Maybe he had a real chance to actually win that. Let's have a look. So there's the little burst fire shot. And then out comes the AWP. Lines it up. We might not quite grab this replay. I'm not sure.
Hopefully we can get to it because it looked like... Okay, here it is. Oh, he just stopped.
Yeah. Okay, well, there you go.
Such a bizarre-looking animation with the X-ray on. Waylander. Oh, mistimes it. Does he not spot him? Seized. Nearly overlooked it. Does get the shot in the end. So, 1-0 in the round in a 3-3 game. It's a 5-4 situation for Na'Vi to work with. All of the numbers.
All of them. Wow. 5 and 4 to add a few more in there. Waylander goes down at the start. Who sees to pick him up. Nice little play towards the inside area. Job done as far as they're concerned. Got the man advantage. We have got Edward, who's pushing towards main entrance there. Decides to fall back. Deploys the smoke. Oh, that's a smart smoke, right? He's just suggesting no one's here. We're smoking you out, buying ourselves some time. That could be a really interesting idea. It doesn't look like Warden taken the bait just yet. Edward's hoping he does. If this works out for him, it would have been a godlike play. Unfortunately, Walder 1 step ahead. So his Guardian, though, over the smoke, takes an electronic. Flamey chiming in as well. 4-on-2 situation. Walder down to 28 points of health. It's Simple looking to find his teammate Markelov flashed off. Could be taken down at this point. Easy frag for Simple. Easy round as well. Walder above the pop dog. 30 seconds remaining. Has got the bomb, but will meet his maker here in the form of Flamey. 4-3. And it will be indeed Na'Vi taking the lead now. So an interesting idea there from Edward. Obviously the idea is he drops that right-click that smoke just to say, I've fallen back, I want to smoke you out. Well, it takes him down. That's the only frag they really get after winning the pistol. That's going to be 4 rounds in a row for Na'Vi. Pistols only for FlipSid. They'll have maximum stage loss bonus next round, so they can afford to bring some armor as well. They've only got the pistols so far, no nades. They can definitely bring some smoke grenades if they want to. So they get $3,400 per player. They want all the money, it seems. They're going to have too much, if anything, next round. I would say get some smokes out, get a bomb plant down in this round itself. But either way, number 8, Eagles, PG50s, and their Tech 9 trying to trade towards it up. There's still a chance to get the bomb down. Edward with the MP9 towards Pop Dog, and Seized and Flamey holding it up.
Seized will hold directly in front of the smoke as well. Markelov inside of it. Nade bounces well beyond him. Oh, through the edge of the wooden window. Seized gets dinked on a random shot. Well, clearly they know the lineup or thereabout because it hits. It lands. The next ones will not. He backs off. World Edit though. Or, excuse me, Waylander in the site. Seized in Guardian. Kills. And speaking of World Edit, he goes down to Simple, who Well, they were all busy being held stationary. He walks in behind, so 5-3 Na'Vi. FlipSid go back to guns.
Well, just joining us. This is the 0-1 game between FlipSid Tactics and Natus Vincere. Na'Vi losing against G2 on Overpass, which looks like a lock-in game for them. FlipSid losing against Fnatic, who actually looks very good, I have to say. Guardian there with the shot towards the upper platform. That's actually kind of sick. He pulled that one off. I like that. And we go into round number 9. Another gun round, maximum loss bonus, 5 rounds in a row for FlipSid. All the money in the world. Too much, like I said, about $1,000 residual. Could have brought some smokes in the previous round and maybe got a bomb down, but there you go. First shot once again from Seas. He seems to be having a lot of fun in this inside area. Electronic taking down once again. Not boosted this time. Manages to get him just through the smoke there. 5-on-4 once again. That's happening way too often. For a very slow, methodical team, they're giving up too much space.
Guardian takes down World Edit and goes back for more, but Markelov at the ready with the AK, and his first chance every time when World Edit goes down, he grabs the AWP. I think there's still an op player existing somewhere within his spirit. May not be the primary, but it'll happily be the secondary. Push through. Oh, Markelov's got to be careful. It looked like Simple was going to go the whole way. Mosh does go through the smoke, but he's not anywhere near the outside of Ivy at this point as Markelov falls away to go toward the bomb, which is dropped, as you see it, at the bottom of the stairs.
Still a chance for this round. 45 seconds. We have seen FlipSid time a few of these rounds out. Haven't really got much to work with just yet, and they are a man down. Still with 3 smokes, 3 Molotovs as well. Towards inner they go. Who's waiting for on the other side? It's Seas, and he's been a bit of a nuisance, I have to say. As he holds the upper ramp, it's a decent position. We see a lot of players holding this right now. Not committing towards the upper ramp, just watching for players to drop down. Try and deny the plant best he can. Here come the smokes, and go deploys the incendiary as well. That's really nice. This buys his teammates some time to rotate in, denies the plant going in as well. It's really cool from him.
Molotov mid-train, Molotov default spot. Buys all kinds of time as Seized gets closer, but Blade gets the shot. Good return from Flamey. Bomb will get planted. Fire and Flames gone. But not this particular flame. The candle's extinguished. He's just a mere flicker to Waylander. It's down to 2 versus 2.
Here we go then. The retake begins. Kit's available, but Waylander causing more damage here. 2 frags in total now. Up to Edward. Not really much to work with here. He's got a smoke grenade and 2 players to find. I would say this round was guaranteed for FlipSid at this point. Nowhere near the bomb. Needs to touch it and find out where, at least where one terrorist is. Markelov now up towards the upper ramp. It looks like it's done. Maybe a full defuse at this point.
Marky Mark says no to that as well. 2 kills for him in the round. Back within 1 are FlipSid. First in 5, however. And Markelov was the only one to survive, so this will be a reset. Na'Vi, on the other hand, despite just losing their first after those 5 rounds, are in their last spy position, so it's been relatively close and even. Yeah. Again, 2 timeouts to start that string off.
Well, it's still got the double orbs and a full buy, right? So it's still fine with the double orbs, especially. Like, that's the adjustment coming in now. Seized, who used to be the secondary orb for Na'Vi, like full time, and obviously when Simple came in, he took over that role, and it seems like they might be adjusting. I guess Seized dropping a little one-way smoke there. It seemed that's actually quite a cool idea. I like that a lot. Buys himself a bit of time, I guess, to fall back and take a cleaner shot, and you can see he can retreat quite cleanly there as well. Of course, his teammates are rotating. It'll be Flamey. Seems like they are adjusting the roles within this team. Trying to get back to their former glory.
Spray through from the outer sight. Each bullet carrying residue from the wall by which it penetrated.
I have to say as well, Seas looked very poor yesterday, and maybe that's what they're saying to him. Find more comfort on the AWP, see if he can get rolling, hold some lines, hit some 1 or 2 shots. He hasn't looked much better this game, to be fair, but here comes the inside execution on the flip side. Decent nade towards Blade and Moretta there, right in the face.
Oh. Electronic found after Seized misses 2 shots on the op, and he follows up by getting Flamey. B site is open, 41 seconds this time, so early arrival on FlipSid's terms. Well, that taking out Simple means that Guardian and Edward have to save immediately.
It's kind of ironic that the nade that causes so much damage is pretty much the unraveling of Seas there, because he finds himself in a position where he can't fall back towards Connector, has to be in the open. If he doesn't nail that first shot, which he does not, he gets taken down there. So yeah, great nade, but ultimately costing the round. And there will be a 5-on-2 now. Na'Vi have to save. FlipSid for 2 rounds in a row. Slow and steady seems to be working out for them after all. Inside execution, quite a basic one, finding a decent timing after the nade was thrown by Seized. 2 players surviving for Navi. You mentioned in the previous round the money. Sure, they managed to get a full buy in the previous one, but that was them all down to $0 at that point. They'll be saving the orb for Guardian and 484 for Edward. Doesn't seem like they'll be hunted down here, so they'll be absolutely fine. But a player like Guardian hasn't gone wild as of yet. He's on 8 frags and 5 deaths, but just him alive with the AWP, especially backed up the likes of Edward with the M4, can carry these rounds single-handedly. He needs to go more aggressive, though. This is the sort of play we saw from Chris J earlier. Maybe push towards Ivy and facing towards T-Spawn. Upper ramp with the orb. See if he can just get the first pick, just to start funneling them around the map and get them a little bit scared. He rotates off and just keeps applying the pressure.
Halls they go. Arnie Molotov the corner. Guardian, no smoke for him, no one-way, but no shot either. Close, but no cigar. Backs off, repositions, tries to go for the wall shot, still no contact. And World Edit beats him to it, jumping down. Guardian still can't find angles. Still not showing up as he typically would, as Simple gets one good shot, fair enough, with the Deagle, but then walks out to a close electronic and gets a bit of a shock. As Markelov finds seized. Edward and Flamey, all that remain for Navi yet again.
It's looking very good for FlipSid. 4-2 situation. Edward with the only weapon now, Flamey on the PT-50. I think he's all the way in T-Spawn. Yeah, that's Edward trying to save the weapon. I think they'll be coming hunting for him just there. So, up for Flamey now. He'll sit in T-Spawn. Polar opposites, of course, but he's looking for a weapon. He's hoping to find an exit frag here. PT-50 is not worth saving to the next round, so I think it's enough for some footsteps here. Use that PT-50 white out, see what he can do with it. Not much. Electronic takes him down, and it will be Edward, of course, saving in T-Spawn. So, 3 rounds in a row now for FlipSid. Actually looking pretty impressive here, I have to say. After going up 3-0, it seemed like Navi had adjusted quite nicely, but some good timing, some nice set plays towards inner, especially after being overwhelmed by Seas, who seem to be doing such a good job towards that inner bomb site. It's going to be the lead granted towards FlipSid once again. Here's the opening frags. Guardian, what a flashbang that was to take him down. It's loving that. Money still not great. We do get the 4 and 4s in the AWPL, but only 1 kit. Actually, make it 2. 1 incendiary, to be fair. Simple, only with a single flashbang as well. So definitely not a comfortable position. Incendiary used at the start to stop the outside rush. We'll be seeing many of those from FlipSid as they go into another D4 here. World Edit looking towards the inside upper ramp. Sees playing low, just with a knife out. Hoping to get a bit of information there and fall back. But Ivy, that's where it seems the excitement's about to begin. Guardian with the orb, trying to bait in Simple. As soon as Guardian fires a shot, Simple probably runs around the corner and tries to spray them down on the other side.
Smoke deep, put Simple between 2 of them.
Could be flashed on the corner now.
He's flashed out, or at least a flash to deter toward the position, but he hasn't gone. You're right, he still could be.
The Guardian's trying to bait out. I'm still here on the other side of the smoke. It's just me. Don't worry about anything else. The inside of the action continues.
And it worked, because just as we see the action on B, which is C's trying to shut it down, Simple did get the kill at Ivy, but Electronics pulled it back yet again. It's World Edit to hold the connector, walk in, and be greeted by his op. They have to be careful. This is the shot that's thankful, but it goes back for more, and Guardian's not falling off the edge of the ledge. What a shot! Electronic, Simple pulls it back, and Electronic bests him. The young star against the budding superstar that's kind of fizzled out, you have to say, especially on Navi as of late. 7 rounds FlipSid.
That's amazing from Electronic. We see a replay from his POV. That sounded crispy as hell, I have to say. Very, very good stuff from Electronic there. I'm sure this is the replay right now. That's the shot. That sounded brutal. Flamey got absolutely wrecked there. There's the 1-versus-1 situation against the likes of Simple. That's not an easy task, let me tell you. 7-5 now. Still just about having money to buy here, it seems. We've got Famouses, Deagles, UMPs. Guardian on the glass cannon AWP as well. It's not sounding good. He's looking to push towards the inside ramp once again. Found great success there. There's not converting rounds in the last 4. 7-5 now is the overall scoreline for FlipSid. Deagle for Simple. Very good with that weapon. Seen some amazing shots, particularly on this map as well from him. But I agree with you. Certainly a superstar that's fizzled out as of late. Towards Ivy. Good flashbang from Electronic. Buys some room. Uses the smoke and Molotov to push CT's back here. 4 players towards outside. He's happy to hold inside by himself with the Famous. Orb to find the first player here as they fully commit. It's going to be Guardian that strikes first.
in from Blade. Or toward Blade, rather. Gets caught. Guardian, that was all timing through the wall.
Yeah.
He loves to wall bang toward A main and toward, and the opposite side, but he's T side toward ZX. Yeah, exactly, connector. He seldom makes it work, but did this time. Good timing from Seized to let 2 go by. Gets bomb as well. Markelov might find Guardian, but Seized is still the man in control. So now we'll be about to strike back potentially. Let's get too far ahead as Waylander brings it down to just 3 remaining, but he himself was all that was left for FlipSid, and Seized is easily able to find him. Very good patience from Seized in the corner as they walk by. Here's the shot from Guardian as well.
Very nice stuff from Guardian there. Good shots. Pretty easy for an AWP of his caliber, but good positioning generally. We do say if he has the AWP, even if you've only got UMPs and pistols to work with, he can find the openings to win the round. It certainly delivers there. Round number 14. Again to that, 7-6 in favour of FlipSid. Now they can still win the half. On the CT half, that's not a massive deal. It's getting 8-7, that's fine. That'll be enough to work with. 14 now. FlipSid, if they win it though, that'll be a massive deal. Certainly the underdogs in this matchup. A challenger. We'll get into this now. And she's deployed towards the lower ramp. Fired off through Waylander. He knows C's has been there time and time again and found kills, so not taking any risk. Uses the flashbangs and the Molotov as well to push him back. Astain is clear. Flashbang towards Ivy now for Markelov. Good flash actually, pushes Guardian back.
Well, Dedit tries to fire into the smoke and doesn't catch the jumping player on the other side, which was in fact Guardian. Here's Asimov. Trying to fire it back out. Really is a utility battle at Ivy. So whatever is... Oh! Stopped up midair was Markelov. May have saved him because Guardian had a fast flick. Doesn't connect, and that'll send Markelov wrapping back around toward A main instead. He'll join in with Blade, who has the bomb. Molotov to slow them down. And on top of that, they have Simple on top of the train, waiting for the entry. Smoke off at Pop Dog. He'll be able to watch anyone that crosses toward the E-box or toward the alleyway at Hell. Markelov's gone one side. Blade goes the other. Simple finds the first and the second. Goes back and forth before Electronic gets a response. And he'll continue to slip in, but there's not much time. 15 seconds. He's found immediately by Flaming as he had to go information hunting. World Edit will pick up bomb and cannot find anything at a close angle. Guardian is awake. And it's 7-7.
Navi keeping 4 players alive there as well. Pace round from FlipSid investigating towards Ivy, falling back for the full outside execution. But Simple, that bird's eye view on top of the train outside main entrance, managed to get 2 shots with the AK-47s, looking confident as he gets the information for his teammate. Takes 2 of them down and allows Guardian to finish things off there with the close range AWP. You can see him playing in front of those smokes, finding the shots that count, dropping the bomb as well. Could have got the 3rd. Would have been pretty spectacular if he managed to put it off. That's round number 15 now. UMPs, 1 AK and a P250. This is almost looking certain to be a Navi round. Those stranger things happen. Faster pace, it makes sense. Blade this time towards Olof. And with the P250 as his teammates make their way towards Ivy. Smoke deployed, flashbang out. Deep breath, let's go.
Electronic already inside of the utility. Again, he's fast to get position. But they have to echo it with a fast play overall this time. And when they do, they get shut down. Simple's ready, finds him working in toward the hit. She's low on HP though. It's Waylander that'll pull it back and find Flamey as well. Seized and Guardian control it and slow the pace. We'll slow with it as World Edit waits with 8 HP on a UMP. It's found all too quickly. 8-7. It is Navi that wins the half. They won 5 in a row, shut down for 4, and then strike back with 3. So it was back and forth, but not necessarily every round.
Quite a back and forth game. After winning the pistol, hitting the 3-0, Navi looked a little bit overwhelmed. Managed to get 5 rounds in a row at that point. Looked much better. They were adjusting, and then after that spell, it seemed like FlipSid managed to come back as well. Some great tactical prowess there. Executing quite nicely as well. The defaults look solid. Ivy was a bit of a problem for Navi overall, but the last 3 rounds going in their favour. Seized, I have to say, a player who I thought looked pretty abysmal yesterday was key in this victory at the half and managed to push inside the correct times, find those first picks, fall back. Dabbled in a bit of AWPing as well. That wasn't tremendously successful. It was just the rifle play towards inside I thought was very good. And so you can calculate the risk with Flamey and just looks like a solid unit. We'll get into the half number 2 now. Have a look at the buy. 2 smokes. That's in the back pocket of Seas and Guardian. Molotov there as well. We discussed that potential. If you go towards inside, you have that post-plant Molotov, which is so powerful. And I'm presuming that... Okay, Wayland's got an incendiary on the CD side. That's really rare. I'm interested to see what he decides to do with that. Let's say, does anyone have a smoke to extinguish it potentially? He actually has the incendiary to deny the plant inside, I guess, buy himself some time with that bomb going down.
Smoke front C. Smoke shallow at E-Box as well. They want to try and get a wall-sided entry. They're going to stack up. That is a very narrow position to play. A couple of wires and some metal to hold you off from any damage. Speaking of the E-Box, it's Electronic in the site that wants to find frags as they work over to Sandwich and fan out across the facets of the outer site. Simple's trying his absolute best and will find a kill for it, but they've already lost Edward. They've already lost Guardian, and they may lose more than that. Seized, oh, just late to get the denial, but will swing around to find Flamey, and he can afford to hold it if he wanted. Simple is well removed, and Markelov will do exactly that. Full 10 seconds, nothing Simple's going to be able to do about it.
He's got 4 seconds. Yeah, you're right.
Keep running, not going to get there. That's about as close as it could get. Sorry, Simple.
Decent attempt, 3 kills, but all for naught, really.
Both pistols go to FlipSid, and both of them quite closely contested, I have to say.
Yeah, absolutely. Simple, given maybe 2 more seconds there, he could have done something about that situation, considering it's a 1v1 as well. If he denies that defuse, it's game on, but Na'Vi do give it away, and you're absolutely right. Both pistols in favour of FlipSid. And here he goes, now we discussed this idea. You can force buy in the second round. Only looks like Simple will be, so he's got the AK-47 and body armor. Takes himself down to $500. So that's where they're trying to stack their bets here, see whether he can open things up. Hasn't got the head armor, so quite vulnerable. As he goes towards Ivy, smoked out, that's fine. Get himself in position. He gets that first kill. Presumably if they head towards lower ramp, they'll try and go backtracks. You can see Edward on the other side of the map there, just setting himself up, but 4 here, anything could happen. It'll be very on the fly, depending on whether they get frags or not. No utility to work with. Simple needs to blow someone's head off. But there was a man to do it. This is the one you'd want.
In they go with Simple on an AK. To start it off, sprays down. They now know he's got the gun. Flash out. May have also just been better to let a pistol start the peek and have Simple re-peek it, but finds Blade, knows there was one more backtracks. Rotation will go towards CT from Markelov, so they can't over-rotate to chase World at it from the position because they'll get greeted by a crossfire. Electronic finds seized. Simple still on the AK though. And Edward's going to add to the tally. Simple, good shot on Waylander. He may make it work, the one gun, and they're not done. Bomb in position. Simple's got another 4 kills. That's why you buy an AK on Simple.
That was so sick. He thought after he missed that first shot at Ivy, they wouldn't give him anything to work with there, but he makes it work. Coming out, the first kill was good, but the 3 following that up, especially the last one as well, carries his team to victory, and that is the power of a Simple AK-47. By himself, bit of a gamble there, but it works out. And my God, that was very, very good indeed. I'm sure we'll see the replay momentarily. We'll take a pause here. Presumably from FlipSid it is indeed. Just to calm down, Blade known as a bit of a hothead in these sort of situations. Giving those rounds away will be very frustrating. They might have to eco themselves here. Could force buy into it. It's going to be a double eco regardless, so might as well do that. Here's the replay. Let's have a look at this unfold. Let's kill that. Pretty simple. This is where it gets very interesting indeed. That shot especially. Good night, Markelov. Celebration from Seized. He's enjoying himself, and why not?
I mean, you called it as well. As soon as he missed on the first entry,
yeah,
the element of surprise for that AK is gone. We thought, okay, that's it. They won't give him an inch, and he absolutely rips them apart.
Yeah, that's crazy. Once that AK spotted, like, to be fair, there's not really much you can do. They've got like a mixture of FAMASs and UMPs. They've got that AK-47. It's Simple on the other side of it. So as soon as he starts hitting shots and gets in the zone, and his teammates are cheering him on, like you can tell he got in some sort of state of mind there that kind of guaranteed the victory. 9-8. Pause. Still there. This could be technical actually. Yeah, it will be. Okay, headsets are off. It seems. Maybe the gloves are too, considering Simple delivering that sort of performance.
No raging on the other side to cause this. No broken tables. No unplugged monitors.
We haven't had any broken tables yet, have we?
We have not. That's underwhelming. I think we're going to have to ask someone.
As the tournament develops, when we get to like 0-2 games, that's when we'll start seeing some broken tables come out, I think. Tension starts mounting. Emotions riding high, you know.
Guardian with everything pulled out. No talking, lads.
Yeah, oh, you're moving your lips.
Admin just leans in.
Yep,
That's enough of that.
Come on, son.
Headset in, please.
No chatting
Oh,
here.
yeah, he definitely gave him. That looked like a scold.
Yeah. Slap on the wrist. Well, if you're just joining us, let's get you up to date, shall we? It's Natus Vincere versus FlipSid right now. This is our 0-1 game after Na'Vi lost to G2 yesterday and FlipSid losing to Fnatic. They find themselves in this position. Na'Vi certainly the favourites, but FlipSid, a team that's been absent from top tier CS for what, like maybe just under a year now? Like, I can't even remember the last big tournament
major.
Yeah. The last big tournament, I think they went to a DreamHack. That was about
They
it.
wanted. So they beat big in the final at DreamHack Leipzig to start the year, and then they went to the major. Obviously, made it through to the playoffs. No, sorry, they had to qualify again. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. So either way, the major was the last big event that I've seen them at that I can recall.
Yeah, but it's just a team that's like doesn't seem to play anything but the majors, which is so funny. The fact is like they're in like the Premier Division of ESL Pro League, the Mountain Dew League, whatever it is, and managed to come like 15th place in that. You think, okay, this team's surely done now. They're not going to make a major. The run's over, and nope, here they are putting up decent numbers against Na'Vi.
And how could I forget? I think I've gotten confused because there's so many qualification steps that when they're in the qualifier, I think of it as like, oh, they already qualified because they qualified for the qualifier, but not the. You get what I mean? Point is, how could I forget? Because they almost didn't make this major. It was triple overtime against Liquid.
That's right.
Indeed. And it was the last game, the last spot
yeah.
in the Swiss system qualification stages. So they were very near having that run broken. They've been at so many majors in a row, it seems. And Liquid was heartbroken, completely distraught, went to Cologne and just played as hard as best they could, but this was the goal.
Indeed it was. Well, scoreline's 9-8 in favour of Na'Vi right now after that amazing force buy of a single AK from Simple. Body armor as well, no nades. Managed to find 4 kills in total. We said he was a star that was diminishing, a superstar that seemed to be dropping off, but those kind of rounds, he's always got them in the chamber somewhere. Pulls it out just for Na'Vi need it. 9-8, and now FlipSid presumably on an eco. Should be double eco really, so they could force into this round. Got about, on average, maybe just over $1,900 per player. Sweet. Look how we're getting into it. That's starting to get back on. I can hear some buys coming in as well. Look at the knives. Number 18. Have a look at the scoreboard while we're here, shall we? Markelov actually top fragging. 16 kills, 11 deaths. Next to him is Electronic, who has had a very good game as well. Then there's quite a disparity between those two players. And it goes down to 6, 8, 9 kills, and it's Electronic and Markelov running away with it.
Interestingly enough, Markelov, by the way, all of his top performances are majors.
Yeah, I can imagine.
It's the other events that he struggles at.
Makes sense. I do remember him having big plays at these events. I think it was the first event I cast him out was Cologne 2015. He was like lights out there. He was looking really good.
Anders still believes.
I'm starting to believe as well, Matthew.
I'm not.
No.
It would be nice. Imagine that's in the shuffle. He and World Edit get split up. He becomes an opper.
Yeah, could happen.
Renaissance.
Well, we'll try and work out what the pause is here and hopefully get back into it. We haven't heard anything just yet. I assume it's something trivial like a sound issue. And it would be
actually had, yeah, an indication of that. Did you know that there have been 4,304 souvenir drops this game?
I did not know that, but you've informed me. So
I'm going to jump into Twitch chat and just idle, get my drops.
The scoreboard's on your screen right now. Simple versus Blade. Not sure what those two are the comparison, but Simple with 19 kills, Blade with 6. And I guess it's the top performer on Na'Vi and the underperformer for FlipSid so far. As we're ready and waiting to get back into this game. 9-8 at the moment. FlipSid, I guess, surpassing expectations, like in terms of the fight they put up against Na'Vi. I'm kind of quite impressed right now. They've gone to the CT side. They can still have a serious chance of winning this game. After winning the pistol, they have lost the second round. So they will be taking potentially an eco here. We're not quite confirmed on that one just yet. Here's another comparison. Edward between Markelov. Be Edward, who has got 10 frags, and Markelov on 16. So it is comparing the best and worst of each team.
One of the Finnish players, by the way, remember?
Technically Finnish.
Technically Finnish, but apparently doesn't speak the language.
Yeah.
Is on this team on FlipSid, obviously, in Waylander.
That's true.
But that it's kind of an interesting thought that Paul said that this morning there's 5 Finnish players here.
So you've got Zen, Sunny,
Alu.
Waylander, Alu. Am I missing one?
No, you're right. Who's the 5th? Sorry for the person we're forgetting.
I think that's it. I'm not sure.
Maybe he's counting Nasu as the
He's not here.
coach, but he's not here. Maybe he's counting Nasu himself.
Yeah, counting.
That could have been it. Yep.
Yeah.
That means they would have 5 players.
That means we've got like 10 Brits here.
That's true. There are more Canadian players in this major than British. How does that make you feel?
Oh, we're fine with that. There's never been a UK player at a major.
That's
Never.
depressing, isn't it?
Well, not for me.
Yeah, you've been at all of them.
Yeah.
You're still repping it. Listed at 4 is Finland, so yeah, Naatu would have been what he was referring to when he said 5.
Fair enough. Well, it looks like we're still working the issue. Players still have the headsets on, so I'm quietly hopeful this will get underway momentarily. "30 years old, Blade. One of the few in the 3-0 club."
Got a few in the 3-1 club this year.
It's true.
I would almost be in the top 10. You would be.
I'm 29 this year.
You would be.
so
Cajun B is the 10th oldest, and he is born in 1989.
Yeah, he's younger than me, so I would
Yeah.
be in the top 10. Top 10 is something, just being old. Just turning up, being old, that's what I'd make it for.
Wow. There you go. Congratulations.
Thanks very much.
It's like Gobby said, you know. It's, yeah, to be in that club. Not something you want to be in, but
Yeah.
you take it nonetheless.
If you're still at the majors, you're that age, you've done something right. Like, the fact you're still kept around, I guess the experience, the knowledge, the wisdom. And we'll see. Matthew, we'll spice things up. We'll come on camera for a bit.
How about that? How about that spicy meatball? Threw one more in there for you, Harry.
Yeah, how's it going?
Speaking of Harry.
A time to calm down. We've had 3 games so far. This is the 3rd, of course. Some exciting ones. A couple of upsets to kick off the day. This one should not be an upset. I don't think. I still think Navi going to win it, but I've heard we've got some special features.
We
coming.
do. This is how you shoot some guns.
Here we go.
Welcome everybody to Shooting Stars, where PGL has given us a license to thrill. That is right, we are at a shooting range and I am joined by our 3 stars, Anders, Sadakist and Prius. Guys, have you shot guns before?
Yes, 5 times at the shooting range, I think. I'm wearing the North Locos. I hope I can still shoot guns even if that's true. But...
Channel your inner Magis boy, your inner config maybe?
Yeah, well, listen, I'm repping their brand, so I feel like I can burn them a little bit. But yeah, I think it should be good. I'm looking forward to it.
Matt, what about you?
I've shot like the typical farmer's 22 rifle. That was my grandfather's. Not that he was a farmer. So I don't know if that counts. So this is my first time at a range.
Okay, Prius?
Complete noob. I'm like a wood 3.
Oh, that's a dangerous rank whilst we're here. And Prius, what about you? I've heard...
4 though, which is what you are. So.
Maybe, we'll have to see. I've heard Prius, though, is a bit of a global elite.
Shot some guns while in Atlanta with Anders. Anders is most definitely better than me, but I'll see what I can do.
All right, well, let's head inside and hopefully rank up, maybe. We'll do some damage. Right, this way, guys. Follow me. After you.
Oh, merci. Yes, and that's graceful.
We have a menu on the wall.
We do.
Pick your poison.
It's going to have to be the AK-47 at least, right?
Yeah. We should get rifle, pistol, and a shotgun.
Good point. Yeah, Glock is, the Counter-Strike weapon, so got to go for that.
And then one of these shotguns.
Yeah, Mossberg's always a good powerful one.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be loud.
We think it's only right in typical Counter-Strike fashion to do predictions, and so each of us will pick who we think is going going to be the best and the worst. You can't vote for yourself in either of the categories.
That's too bad.
Prius, please go ahead.
I think Anders would be the best. I think you'll be the worst.
Ooh, I've got Matt as best and you as worst.
Okay, so that's 2 for 2, worst right now.
Sorry, Paul, it's 3 for 3. I'm gonna go worst and best for Anders.
At least I got a W, but it's not the one I wanted. 3 Ws. I'll go for Anders the best and Matt the worst.
Ooh, it's a challenge. I like it.
Just to clarify, we are going to be scoring this. 1 point to the body, 2 for the head. We're going all out Counter-Strike, going for the one taps.
Yeah.
Where everyone had Parler as the worst.
Does that count? That's a hat.
That counts. I got 4 to the head, you got 4 to the head.
No.
You missed 3
to the head.
You missed 3 bullets.
And 4 to the
Look
chest.
at the 3 around your guy's head.
Yeah, you have 3 on the head.
Dude,
and
that's
4 on the chest. Yeah.
That's
1,
2 in the middle,
2,
1 to the
3.
right, 1 in the bottom left.
We need a
And then
referee
there's
for this.
5 all over the body. You missed 3 shots. I'm way ahead of you, bro. No, this guy's trying to cheat. No. No.
There's only 3 on the head.
No. We're going to get those back as well. Anyway, we're bickering.
Letting America down, DJ. Gotta try harder.
Come on, Deej. Where have the bullets gone? 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's not a hit. That's
Dude,
a fucking
no,
hit.
that's
That wouldn't have hit him in the
shot.
head though, because it would have hit the gun, and the gun wouldn't hit him in the head.
Okay, so that's 4 in the head.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4,
That's not 4.
5.
Okay.
Body.
Can we get a
1
referee?
miss.
Can we get a
How many
coach's
did you miss,
decision?
Matt? Let's hold them up. Let's compare them.
That's not a headshot.
Let's compare them.
That hit his hand. It
Let's
wouldn't have got him in the
compare them
head.
like pieces of art.
It wouldn't have got him in the head.
Oh, look, you've given him a little halo. That's quite cute.
Here's a thought that people on social media decide.
Yeah, exactly. I get involved. Is that a headshot? That is
Get
definitely not. The gun handle would have stopped that bullet. Not a headshot.
This is called delusion. This is
The
called
body,
delusion.
body shot at best.
Boom, headshot. Guys, that looks like quite a convincing victory for Anders. Round of applause. Smiling.
What is that?
Someone should check his config.
I'm never getting on his bad side ever.
Damn.
I think I got him on this one.
He's definitely dead.
Oh.
That's half a point.
No.
Oh no.
You missed?
Oh. That might have
might have
been
won.
way missed.
I might have won it. I might have won. He's
my
choked
God.
it. Danish Counter-Strike rears its head once
That was
again.
way off.
Okay, so 2 points for shotgun.
1.5.
2 points for shotgun.
1.5.
Then we have the AK. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
No, you gotta do the headshots though. Oh, you did 2, 4, 6, 8. Sorry, carry on.
No, it's fine.
So how much was that? 13?
13, so 15.
Is that one a headshot though?
Matt, come on.
Is
stop,
that a headshot?
Stop reaching for
It hit the
straws, Matt.
hand.
15. And then 17, 19, 21,
23.
23,
Math's hard.
24, 25, 26, 27, 28. I'm not going to take the earshot.